With his intuitive mentoring and strategies that help businesses succeed, Mark Howard trains business owners to be successful. If you want to grow your business fast, then keep listening. If you want to grow it even faster, in less than 3 months, then visit www.MarkHoward.coach. And now, here is your host, Mark Howard, digital business mentor, author, and psychic medium.
G'day, this is Mark Howard, and in today's podcast, I am going to touch on one specific page on your website. It's one page that everybody tends to have. It's the one page that no one does anything with. I can guarantee if you have it, and you should have it, that you've done nothing with it. And I can also guarantee that you formatted it completely wrong. You're interested to find out which page it is on your website that's doing this? Then simply listening to the rest of this podcast, and not only will I tell you which page it is, but I'll also tell you how you can fix it.
If you're enjoying Mark's podcasts, then why not share this episode with your friends and family on social media so they can also get access to great business marketing gold content.
So what is the second most visited page on your website? Now, if we put that the home page is most definitely going to be number one. Most people would turn around and say, well, surely, Mark, it's going to be the Contact Us page, and you will be wrong. The Contact page is not necessarily the second page that will be visited. More often than not, it might be, if you're lucky, the last page to be visited. The second most important page that is visited on your website is actually your About page. And typically the About page is the most often neglected page on your website, but it should be the most important one because it gives you the opportunity to introduce the company and its values to the visitors and to put your customers first on that page. Often or not, it gets the whole lot of we are this, we are that, and some nice little pictures of the team. And if you're a one-man band, you've got We's and I's written all over it. That's a bad mistake anyway. But these things are missed out because they follow a same format. It's very much just a single picture, a little intro, after no thought's put into it at all, and then people move on. Now, I ain't going to hold my hands up here, and I'm going to say this. When I was doing web design all those years ago, and people would turn around and say to me, Mark, what about an About page on my website? I'd be like, do you know what? Don't even bother. Nobody reads that. And I used to say that, and I'm putting my hands up and saying that now. That's what I used to say. And I'm going back probably 15, 20 years now. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, that was probably correct. The point of the matter is things have changed, and people want this transparency. They want to build trust with you. And the easiest way to do that is, of course, on your About page. It's about putting your customer first. Remember, your customer is the hero. This is the person that you want in the room. This is the person that you want shouting the difference about your services. They want to feel included, and they trust you to provide solutions on your company, from your company, products and services. And the About page is the perfect place to do this. So I'm going to give you some top tips on how you can make your About page swing, and how you can get people on it, and how you can use it to get people to contact you or to make a call to action when they come to that page. Now, I'm going to say this right off the bat when I talk about the About page. The most difficult thing you can do on the About page is writing the content. It is true, you may think you know everything about yourself. The truth of the matter is you don't. And the thing is, you need to make sure that your content on the About page is absolutely spot on. So my top tip here is this: hire a copywriter to write your About page. Now, it might cost you about £100, something along those lines, to have it done. The best £100 that you'll ever spend is with this copywriter on your About page. I have done it myself. My About pages, I have a copywriter. She's actually written one About page, but of course I can use that About page over a number of my websites because it's about me. So it's quite easy to do. I move it about. The lady who wrote my About page, I actually read it and I was blown away by what she wrote. Obviously, she had an interview with me first, spoke to me a little bit about what I did and what I was doing, a little bit about my background, and from that she's able to produce a very great About page about me, content that was in my style, I would say. Now, it's written in the first person, so it's written from me, so I don't say we are this, we are that. It's all about I do this, I do that. So that's the first thing I would say to you. Hire a copywriter. It would be the best money you'd ever spend on your about page. The second thing is you need to share the benefits. Then what I want to mean by that is talk about the benefits of your products, your services. I know some people put in their mission statement. That's quite nice. It's not what everybody wants to talk about. But what they want to do is you want to focus on the benefits of them using you. And I'm not necessarily talking about the features of what you do. I'm talking about how people will feel after the purchase from your business. How do they feel? And one of the ways you can do that quite easily is having testimonials on your about page. And if you actually look now on my about pages, I have testimonials actually on the about page. So the first part is a nice picture of me, of course. A write-up from the content writer, and then I have the testimonials underneath. So people are starting to get a sense of who I am, but they also get a sense of what my customers feel about what I have done. So there's some really nice testimonials on there as well. And this comes back to putting your customers first, which I said right at the start of it as well. The about page, it really is an opportunity for you to include the visitors into it. Okay, so you've got to make them feel at home. They've got to trust you. It's the only time you're going to work with that. The next top tip I'll say, and this comes back to the content and the good copywriter, is to show your human side. To show that you're actually a real person. To show that you're someone who is actually physically there, that you're not some kind of robot. You're not some kind of mechanism hidden behind a big corporate world. That you're an actual real person, that they're there. So show your real side of you. Your life story may be something about you that nobody knows. Tell them, this is what I do and this is how I do it, but here's a little bit about my background. These are some of the things that people want to know. Again, it brings the real you out and it makes you feel more human. It makes you sound like you're an actual person. The next thing you want to do is you want to share your journey. Now, businesses often leave this out on their websites full stop, but this is the best place to do it. It's on your about page, is to share the journey with them. Show them what it is you're going to do. Show them that you're going to be around for a long time, what your commitment is to your business, and how you're going to help people develop in the future, or new products are coming out. It doesn't matter what it is, but you've got to share the journey. This is where we are now. This is where we're going to be going for the next 2-3 years. Don't worry about the 5-year plan. A lot of people talk about, what are you going to be doing in the next 5 years? Don't worry about that. Talk about what you're going to be doing in the next 18 months. And then if you're going to change it 18 months later, change it again 18 months later. But talk about them. Talk about your successes. And talk about what you're going to be doing going forward. This instills trust into your company as well. People think, this is not a fly-by-night company. This is not someone's going to be around for 6 months and they're going to disappear. This is a company that's got a plan. This is a company that's going to go places and then they go far. Now, people turn around and say to me, oh, what about awards? We should put awards up on there. Surely, we do all these business awards. We should put them up as well. It's great to put the achievements up, but don't let it overrule the page. I would put that at the bottom of the page. Someone said, here's just some of the awards we've won. Don't put up everything. Just put some of the recent ones that you put up there, and let people see what you've been doing. Celebrate your successes as well, most certainly. But don't let it overdevelop the page, certainly, as you're doing things. So finally, I would add this: if you are looking at your about page now, thinking, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, then go and have a look at some stuff that I've done on my about pages. Like I said, they very much follow the same format. Introduction at the top, a bio written professionally by somebody else, testimonials from my customers, a little bit about some of my service products, and more importantly, right at the end, a call to action as well. Contact me or my contact details, normally a contact form actually, because people love filling in contact forms. Some way that people can get hold of me, because that page is going to become the most important page, I promise you, on your website. And finally, it's worth pointing out that a great about page will help you stand out from your competition. If they've all got boring pages that doesn't offer anything to the visitors, imagine how refreshing your about page will be to your visitors. If you love and enjoy listening to my podcast, please do, as always, comment below. Let me know about your about pages. Have you made some changes? Have you seen anything significant in your business since you've done those changes? Maybe comments from your customers. I'd love to hear what's going on. Please do share my podcasts out. Share them out to the social media, please, because it allows other people like you get hold of these brilliant marketing nuggets that will help other businesses, your friends or family, get the most from their online marketing.